Hey Nail Techs, it's Jill Wright from nailtechevent.com, bringing you another business tip today. We're going to talk about how to raise your prices when it's time to raise your prices, and you should do it at least every other year because inflation happens, supplies go up in cost, your rent goes up in cost, your water goes up in cost, everything goes up, groceries, everything, So what you should do is, the best way to do it is don't raise them right after Christmas because people are broke. They've already maxed out their credit cards, and if you raise them then, like in the January, February, March, then they're gonna be like, I gotta pay my credit card bills and I probably really don't need to do nails, and then they'll just let their nails and toes go. So don't ever do it then. That's the worst time that you could possibly do it. The best time to raise pedicure prices starting on April 1st, because usually everywhere in the country, April is a really good month, a warm month, usually up north, maybe not so much, but April is a great time because people are starting to look at their toes and like, oh my God, I got to put on my sandals and my toes look horrible and I got to book me a pedicure. So you want to do it April 1st, no fooling. But how to do it is post your notices. See, there's my little nail table. Stick up my 2 nail tables. I would print it out and I would slide it under that glass part right there where my finger is. There's a piece of paper. I would do that the 1st of March. And then that way, all my clients that sit there, they see it. It's right there in front of them. So you want to post it where your clients are going to see it. And then you don't even have to bring it up. You just be like, you state as of April 1st, pedicure prices will now be, and then you put the pedicure price. What I would do is I raise natural nail prices all at once. So I would raise the manicures and the pedicures, natural nail services all at once. And I would say something like, as of this date, the prices will be blah, blah. And then I'd be like, thank you for helping me run a very professional business. And I appreciate each and every one of you. Sincerely, Jill. And there you go. So they've got like a whole month headway. They know about it. So, usually you increase it maybe $1, $2, depending. If you haven't raised your prices in like 5 years, you really probably ought to raise it by $5. But I know you're going to be scared to do it because you're all going to be freaking, oh my God, I'm going to lose my clients and yada, yada. We all think that. We all do, honestly. And, you may have a few drop off, but not many. They're going to stick with you if they like your work and if they like your personality. So instead of not raising them out of fear that you're going to lose people, raise them, just push through it. Because what I do, I think, what would a man do? Yeah. Men don't have these women problems, do they? No, usually they don't. It's all business. They see what things are costing. They calculate how much they have to increase the price. They increase the price. They don't lose sleep. They're not worried about it. They're not, oh my God, what will my clients think? Will they hate me? None of that. So anytime in the past I feel like I've gotten squirrely about, oh God, I know I need to raise my prices, but I always think, what would Scott do? I used to work, my very first salon job was in a mall type of salon, and it was a chain mall salon, so they were all up and down the New York, New Jersey, Pennsylvania. And it was my first nail job right out of beauty school. So anyway, one of the hairstylists, Scott, was killing it. He had people in his chair one after another. Ladies loved him. He put on a show. He made them feel beautiful. We worked with probably 7 or 8 other female stylists and whatnot, and they were all like, I hate to say jealous, but they were. I recognized it even as a youngster. And they would watch him get raises. The way you got raises at that salon, because it was a commission salon, the way you got raised, you had to meet a certain financial criteria, a goal that was set for you by management. Once you hit that goal consistently for X amount of time, then they would increase your prices. He would get 3 and 4 price raises a year. So I watched him and I learned from him. And one day we were standing up at the register waiting for our clients to come in, and he told me something that has stuck with me for my entire career. He said, Jill, never underestimate the amount of money that your client has in their wallet. You can't judge them by what clothes they're wearing, because oftentimes the people who look like they have the least amount of money have the most amount of money. And just because they just spent $40 on a haircut doesn't mean they're going to spend another $40 on retail products. So that has always stuck with me because I watched and I learned from him. So like I said, anytime I felt squirrely, like, oh, I need to raise my prices, but I'm scared, you know, like I might lose people, I pushed through it. I just pushed through it because I think, what would Scott do? And so anyway, that's what I recommend you do. So I would raise natural nail prices 1 year, and then artificial nail prices and gel polishes the next year. So that way everybody gets a 2-year break. So you're not raising everything all at once. So if you drop off many petty clients, you're gonna pick up others because it's pedicure season coming on. People want their toes done. And if you got holes in your schedule, just ask one of your clients, hey, you know, I got some time on this day. I haven't done your toes in forever, or maybe we've never done your toes. You wanna do your toes? I got some time. Or do you have a friend that might wanna get in? I've got an hour open. And so you hustle and you fill those times because you can't be held hostage to every one of your clients' financial constraints throughout your whole life. Eventually, like, some people aren't going to be able to afford you. They're going to have problems on their own, you know, whatever their deal. Their husband lost their job, they retired, whatever, you know. They're going to have issues. That's their issue. We all have our own issues. I have my issues, you have your issues, we all have our own issues. I can't be held hostage to my clients' issues. And when I raise my prices, if I have to lose a couple of them, I'm sorry to see them go. I miss them, but they're my clients. They're not like paying my mortgage or, you know, my medical bills or my grocery bills or whatever your bills. So you can't hold yourself hostage to them because you're afraid you're gonna lose it because inflation is catching up, and you know, you're going in the hole every time prices for everything go up, but you don't raise your prices, you're going in the hole, you're going backwards. You're not gonna get ahead, and you're just gonna keep working and working and working harder, working longer. You're gonna burn yourself out because you're not gonna get traction. So you have to. It's business. You just have to look at it and go, what would Scott do? It's just business. And peace out, nail techs. We'll be back with another video sometime in the future.